Satay ni zoeng pasakan dikon Salgro Salaramni A.chik Kobor naram chakswa koborrangko sul parakatenga aru ketal gepa ode subscribe ka.a simang yanoniko ketal gepa koborko salantion knasona geta matgen. Assembly autumn session no kasi arogaro kusukrangko chet kapasedio lonap chapatani bidengo adokni skotong minister Park Conrad K sangma kasi arogaro kusukrangko jakale agan thalatani rangko on angin babut persalo maambiko tharyang ha agan jerar agrkani rango agana nang nukpa kusuktangko jakalna cholko onananga je adoko jakalengpa kusukrangko tangdot na mkhangchi namgani kura bagen ane skotong minister parakataha skotong minister Conrad Sangmani aganani geta di assembly to mao dengtang mancha jerar agrkani rangko aja tango aganrongpa kusko jakale aganani chi Meghalaya adoko sungdong kamgpa jat geta manderangni aganingpa kusukrangko manchapatani aru rachakani khatarangko sokatna mangen aneba parakataha anchengni kusukrangko tangdotna skaung ode garo aru khasi kusko ancheng tangdotna aru anchengni jerar agrkani rango garo aru khasi kusko jakalna anchengni memberang na cholko onananga neba Chief Minister Conrad Sangma agananga ha.
Mr. Speaker, sir, snyoba I lad baki members ki kren daka khasi and garo hapo assembly. Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, anga ya cholko ai nang nitru anchni Honorable Speaker kuang mula skenga anchini languages rangko promote kana skangode garo aro khasi language ko anching promote kana skangode anching debate rango garo aro khasi language ko chakalna anchini memberangna cholko nananga. So we should allow our members to speak in garo and in khasi, especially during the debates like the governor's debate, the governor's address, or the the budget, or even resolutions and motions. At least we can make a start somewhere. And therefore, sir, I think these are steps. It's a process. It's not something that we can immediately say that it will be done tomorrow. But I think every effort being made by each and every one of us at every level will be a message to the government of India that we are very firm in our demand so that Khasi and Garo language can be included in the 8th schedule. And I think each one of us should do whatever we can to promote that. I would request our different organizations also, the different societies that have been working tirelessly, that they should also give representations to the central government so that this long pending demand and a very fair demand should be accepted by Government of India.
Meghalaya adoko dengtang biap rango rama samrango mamanti bosturangko palbadenge chaengpa manderangna dengtang biap kon chenggijadera galegalna sorkari muksongani dongja ne butper salo Meghalaya adokni Deputy Chief Minister Preston Tinsong agananga ha. Assembly molai MLA PT Sokmeni rabagpa 0R notice na aganchakani ko nangingon rama samrango palbadenge chaengpa manderang skatang biap rangko ragope manderangni arogari gorangni rurani rangko mandekatana getasa sorkari iya jakuko deaha ne tinsong parakataha rama samrango palbadenge chaenggeprangna adok sorkari ningnekani horabana muksongani dongja rama samrango palbadenge chaenggepa manderangni ningnekani rangko niatna aro rama rango palbadenge chaenggeprangna apsan yam khorakate onna muksongani kosa adok sorkari Meghalaya Street Vendors Protections of Livelihood Regulations of Street Vending Rules hazalgani khulgrukni ko ragale India sorkari ni tharigepa niyam Street Vendors Protections of Livelihood and Regulations of Street Vending Act hazalgani chibri ko ragatskana gtaya sishino dengtang mancha bill ko rabaha ane tinsong parakataha Meghalaya Street Vendors protections of livelihood, regulations of street vending rules hajalgani kulgrukni ko ba adok surkari wiatmana ha aneba Deputy Chief Minister agananga ha Meghalaya ni jila rango phalbadenge chatnagata niyam rangko tharina adok surkari Meghalaya Street Vendors Protections of Livelihood and Regulations of Street Vending Act hajalgani chibriko pas ka.a cham aru uni jaman Street Vendors Protections of Livelihood and Regulations of Street Vending Rules hajalgani chishni aru Street Vendors Protections of Livelihood and Regulations of Street Vending Scheme hajalgani chisni ko ba tharia hacham adokni iya ek ba niyamni o damdok municipal town rango ba dengi cha engpa sak hajal sarchagni sutprisko manderangko bimung sekata hacham iya sak hajal sarchagni sutprisko ba dengi cha kaparangoni sakar chak tham sutprigini mangmangsan silong songjan mao padengna bimung sekata ko makna ha.
Sir, few points I would like to clarify here. With a view to regulate street hawking in the urban areas of the state government has passed the Meghalaya Street Vendors Protection of Livelihood and Regulation of Street Vending Act 2014. Thereafter, the Street Vendors Protection of Livelihood and Regulation of Street Vending Rules 2017 and the Street Vendors Protection of Livelihood and Regulation of Street Vending Scheme 2017 were framed to administer and coordinate the activities of street vendors. Under the preview of the State Act, a total of 1249 numbers of vendors have been registered, identified in the 6 municipal towns of the state. Out of the above, only a mere 342 numbers are registered vendors of Shillong. The low number of registered vendors in Shillong is primarily due to the writ appeal number 87/2016, recently disposed of by the Honorable High Court, wherein an association of vendors, that is Meghalaya and Greater Shillong Progressive Hawkers and Street Vendors Association, amongst many other issues, has mainly challenged the validity of the State Act against the Central Act, which is applicable all over the country.
Budpur Salgro Assembly ni autumn seasonal state governments kangpa ni MoUko nipiltaina jechakaha yani bidingon North Shillong ni MLA Adelbert Nungrum baksana adok ni Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma aru Deputy Chief Minister Preston Jinsong ni gisepo adita dengchau gerke jerar ani ko nkangna geta manaha Adelbert Nungrum adok ni skotong Minister Conrad Sangma MoUko donai gnokma anes ani ko dakon dengtang disputed area rangko bimung mungchina Chief Minister agans ka.a MLA Adelbert Nungrum adok ni Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma ko matnangin ba ya MoUko nipiltai china geta surkari ko rabyon Sangma ba uni rabyani ko rachakna elekani ko nikija adok tamgani ni gisepo meligrikna manjaingpa damchi gni songrangko mengi unchina aru ya meligrikna mangija menggepa biaprangona wapadita changri angin niya ha uko talatska china agananga ha. Chief Minister ni yakatarangko agan chako North Shillong ni knam MLA rangsan ka.a dengchawiyan Chief Minister ni daito song ani gemenwa uni agan agata dakjawa ni agan chaks ka.a Deputy Chief Minister Preston Jinsong ba Chief Minister na chake nangani rangko sa China aro ka.a nangi mesokja China North Shillong MLA ko agan ha. Assembly Speaker wamang sakatam ko kasnatna joton ka.a hacham ndiba sakatam delgeparangan mani gijabil belani ko dakang toka ha. Assembly ni Speaker North Shillong MLA ni sengani na akan chakchina geta Chief Minister na somoy ko on anga ha. Ya obostani bidengwa anceng pelakan sukongja aro anga uni sukong gijani ko ba maksi chaka ndi ban chengbang batan ya biaprang ni gemen nami maksi chinggija sa antang-tang ni chanciani rangko akan tokenga uni gemen se ya biaprang ni gemen talatna anga uko akan hacem tau election sokpai nga hani gemen tsrekayo de badakme sokayo de jawa ne adok ni Chief Minister Conrad Sangma akan ha.
Don't read out. Don't read out.
Yes. No.
Say by memory.
I'm not going to read. And I'm not going to spell out. That is your duty bound. That is your duty bound. And you feel at very first place without taking a confidence for all stakeholders. That's why this issue came into...
How can you say that?
Please
ask
Please,
question.
Deputy Chief Minister, sir. respected
Mr.
Deputy Chief
Adelbar,
Minister.
please
You
ask
yourself,
question.
you have
Please
elected
don't create
by
drama.
saying that not a single
Ask
inch
question.
will go to Assam.
Point of
Ask
order.
question.
Didn't you? Didn't you?
Mr.
Point of
Speaker,
order,
sir,
honourable
he
member.
has to ask the
Deputy
question.
Chief Minister, sir, respected
He has to
Deputy
ask the
Chief Minister,
question.
sir.
Don't be
You
emotional.
have said that
Don't
single
be
inch
emotional.
of land will not go to Assam.
Don't be emotional. Don't
Bahadur
be emotional.
Deputy Chief Minister, please.
Emotional because of
please
race,
take a seat.
not because of you. You are preaching
Hello.
and you never practice.
Please take a seat, please.
You
please
keep on
take a seat.
preaching and never practice.
Please
That's
take a
why
seat.
you're gonna be emotional.
Please take a seat.
Why? Being emotional
Please take a seat.
is a
Please take a
criminal.
seat. Please take a seat.
It's a
Please take a
sin.
seat. Please. Please.
You don't know anything.
Don't try to play
And you
political
talk as
drama.
if you are the
Only
only
newspaper.
person.
Don't
who
try to
concerned about
play
Meghalaya.
political drama.
Don't try
Only
to
newspaper. This is
Don't
life
try
content.
to act.
This
We
is
are
life
so
content.
Bahadur, please.
This is so concerned
Bahadur,
about
please.
We are concerned
Land
about
is
this.
life. Don't you understand?
So
Life.
therefore, Mr.
Land
Speaker,
is
sir,
life.
I think let him
Please,
name that 12
please,
areas
please.
of difference.
Please, about this. Please. This is question hour.
Yes, I
You may
understand.
please place your question, the supplementary question, and the reply will be, you will be there. Please, you don't show any kind of,
Okay, sir. Thank you.
please just place your supplementary question. That's all. This is a question hour. I have allowed more than 40 minutes for one question only. Other members also, they are asking for
Yes,
their turn, that the questions also should be there during the question hour.
I clearly understood.
Please
that,
try to
sir.
understand. I'm not going to annoy anyone here.
Yeah.
I have to respect each and every member of this August House.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Sir, I would like to get a clarity from Honorable Chief Minister whether he dares or not to bring for review the MoU. That's what I want. People of the state want to know about that.
Sir, before I start, sir, I would request he don't interfere and intervene when I speak, sir. That's my request, sir.
That is the practice.
So first thing,
But we are here bound by rules and law.
yes, sir.
Rules and
So
procedures.
please follow the rules. So the first point which I mentioned is that all of us are emotional about this topic. There's no doubt about it. And I respect the sentiments of the honorable member and what he's been saying. And that is the reason why we as a government decided to go ahead and say that we will find a solution. And we have, as I said, conducted more than 28 different days. Multiple meetings took place. And this discussion has gone to the micro detail and involvement of everybody, sir. Why I was telling the honorable member to name the areas of differences is because sometimes this happens, sir. We become emotional about some issue, not even knowing the areas of differences, not even knowing the villages, not even knowing the sentiment of the people out there, not even knowing what has actually gone into it. If there are areas of concern that are there, please name them. Tell us which area you're talking about, which area you want to be reviewed. Just creating a scene and drama and trying to show emotional outbursts is not the way, sir. We are all emotional. I mean, that's a reason why we're sticking to this. But just simply coming here and having a shout and drama and all these things for whatever reason, sir, maybe elections is coming or whatever it is, I don't know. That does not help. If you have a specific concern and a specific village where the issue is there, please tell us. We are ready to discuss. And that is what is the purpose of having this question and speaking for 45 minutes on this, sir. That tell us specifics. Don't be generic. We're not able to resolve a problem if we're being generic and just giving out emotional outbursts, sir. This is a serious matter. We are here for serious discussion. We are ready to answer all the questions. We're ready to take the talks forward. But please be specific and give us constructive opinions. Even it may be criticism. You may criticize, but be constructive in the criticism. So therefore, sir, there is a way of doing things. Emotional outburst is not the way. So that's my request, sir. And to reply back to his question, sir, we dare to move forward with this. It's not a question of dare to not move forward or dare to. We dared to go ahead with this. This is the only government that dared to say that we will do it. We took it as a responsibility that we will do this. It is we who dared. And today, for the honorable member to come up and say that, if you dare to take it out, sir, I mean, these are all very childish statements being made. Let him read and understand what the areas of differences are, understand the problems that the people are facing, then let him speak and specifically mention which villages he's talking about.
Thank you, Honorable Chief Minister. Through you, Mr. Speaker, sir. Sir, many times I had the mentioning about this very vital issue. One at a time when you convene for meeting. And I always mention that please do not leave all the stakeholder and please take them into confidence. You said yes, absolutely. Then I said go ahead. Because we have been left out this very vital issue for many, many years. I do agree and I appreciate. I applaud because you have gone ahead to try to resolve this very vital issue. No doubt about that. But there are some places which had been resolved. It's good enough. But there are some which still grievances lying, which people had been revealed, and also the stakeholder like KHDC.
Honorable member,
and
this is a question hour. Please place your question.
Asal ni koborang yanon bot na hani so inga pasakan jikon metela.